Hello, now welcome back viewers to my YouTube channel. I know the last time I was here, I spoke briefly about like my introduction, what the channel was going to be about, and I also mentioned about that I went to prison due to my gang involvement. So today I plan on like kind of like talk about that a little more, so like the viewers can kind of like get to know me a little better. So yeah, I changed my name. My name is like Vic Slang Hope. Like my channel, that's my channel name, and that's also because Vic is like my nickname. Some people call me that. Slang is like, kind of like when we out here in the streets trying to get somebody to buy something, or we out here like slanging. And hope is like what I'm trying to like get the people to buy, not really buy, but like believe, like believe in hope. Because when we don't have no hope, then we really don't have no tomorrow. We really like kind of like dead people just walking around. So I'm here to like give some hope, some animation, and try to get us moving. So I spoke about my incarceration, and I spoke about my gang involvement. So around like the age of like 16, I joined the gang. I turned Crip. I'm not gonna get into the details of what's said or this and that and the third. Some of my viewers might know, some don't, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes I don't even really share what faction or what group I belong to, because I don't want people to use that against me or try to like discredit what I'm trying to say. But I'm here in the name of love, peace, and blackness, and trying to uplift my community. And this is also some of like the reason why like I got the name Vic Slang Hope. Like, just try to like, promote positivity. So I joined the gang around 16 years old, 16, 17. And the reason I joined the gang, it wasn't really because like I needed a family, or it wasn't because I was bored, or it wasn't because of like, some of the stereotypes behind joining the gang that like is out there. It was more because Bloods was like very oppressive, and I didn't really like their ways, or I didn't really like some of the stuff that they did in the community. I'm not saying that all Bloods is like that. I'm just saying that like the gang, the Blood gang, as I knew it was doing this, bringing about mischief, and like doing certain things in the community. Not to say that Crips wasn't doing that. I'm just saying that like this is like some of like the reasons that led me to kind of like push me more to turn Crip. Also, they were oppressing like neutral people that didn't have anything to do with anything in the community, and I didn't really like that. And I felt like I wanted to fight against them, but I couldn't really fight against them by myself. So I felt like the vehicle to fight against Bloods was to turn Crip, and so I did that. And my mind frame at the time was like, if I do this and I take over, and we take over, then we not gonna oppress like our people. We only gonna like fight against Bloods and get them out the neighborhood, or whatever the case might be. That was like my agenda at the time, and I thought like that was just something that was gonna work. I never really contemplated that like we hurt other people's brothers, fathers, uncles, sons, that we created other collateral damage in our community. But you're in the moment, you're young, you're not really reflecting, and later on, my involvement in the community led for me to go to prison, and mainly because when you join a gang, like this is just kind of like the ways you headed. Like some people try to like be in denial about it, or some people try to like act like there's a benefit to it, but the reality of the matter is that it's a detriment to yourself, your community, and your families. And so I'm here today to kind of like talk about it in a way where I went to prison, involving a shooting, and in prison, I kind of was starting to see like how like the people that I thought were my brothers, the people that I done sacrificed my life to, the people that I done went out there for warring for, wasn't really my family. They wasn't really there for me. They didn't really care like about me. Like I was just a casualty. I was just another young dude that was giving up my energy for the set, that didn't really give their energy for me. And I know we think it's all cool and we just trying to fit in. Some people just be trying to fit in. Some people don't even got it in them. I had it in me. Well, I had other shit that was going on in my life that kind of like made me release my frustrations out through the game. So but I feel like for the most part I was built for a lot of shit. And a lot of people is not built for a lot of shit. And that's, I'm not trying to talk down on nobody. I'm just trying to like highlight that like sometimes we get into certain things and we don't know the implications of it. So in prison I was starting to realize like damn, like these people like don't really care about me. They're not really for me. And I end up converting into Islam. And some people gonna say I was scared. Some people gonna say whatever it is, and I'm cool with that. Like I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. But the point is that I tried to change my life once I realized that like what I was rapping or what I was banging or what I was going so hard for wasn't really going hard for me. I realized that like I gotta be about me and mine's. I converted to Islam when I was in prison, and I vowed to myself that I was gonna come home and bring some type of change in the community. And since I've been home, I joined like a non-profit organization, and I'm trying to like work with youth about building youth and sustaining their leadership. And I say that to say that like, it's hard. It was hard coming home. It was hard when people only know you as that Crip dude or as that blood dude or as whatever you was before you went to prison. It's hard to kind of like change when you're going back to that same environment. And you're nervous, you kind of like don't know what to expect, and you're used to responding to certain things a certain way. But I believe I had the training in prison to kind of like free my mind. I went to this conference. It's called Free Minds, Free People, and it's really amazing how when you start to think differently and you don't really care what other people think, or you don't have that fear, or you don't have those implications that makes you react a certain way, it's amazing how far your life will go, or is and the doors that will open. And a lot of people is afraid to change. A lot of people don't have the resources, and I was thankful to meet people that kind of like led me in the right direction. And today I wish I didn't have any problems because of what I have done in the past, but man, I wish like things could be resolved. I wish we could be together as a people and operate from a different standpoint. Now that I realize I was hurt in my community, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to build bridges with people that I might have been warring with or I might have been beefing with. But it's a tough task, and I think like we all need to have the courage, especially brothers coming home from prison, that have a past. Like we all have a past, whatever the past might be. But I think like standing in our truth about like what has happened and trying to rectify it. There's this quote from T.I. That he said in the song Live Your Life. He was saying some he said some move away to make a way. Now move away to He said some move away to make a way. Now move away because they afraid. I brought back to the hood and all you ever did was take away. So I always like remember that. I be like, damn, like like when I came home, I didn't go to like where I used to live, because I kind of like had this, I could say, fear or nervousness about like what might happen, what might take place, because the realities is the realities, and you try to protect yourself. But at the same time, I really don't have that fear. I just would hate to have to do something to somebody. And I'm not here to promote like doing something to somebody. I'm just saying that the realities is like any man is not gonna allow another man to harm him or do certain things. But at the same time, I have to find the courage to kind of like confront some of these issues and talk to people that I might have harmed. Like, how can we work together? How can we get past like some of the shit that has happened? To kind of like better our communities. So what I'm trying to say is that like if anybody's watching this and you're going through like issues and you might be in the same circumstance as me, like, yes, protect yourself, but also don't be afraid to engage with people. Sometimes it's through a mediator. Sometimes it's like, yo, holla at this person and like let this person know this, because we are dying out here. We dying out here slowly, man. And the more we compete with one another and the more we like looking at each other as adversaries, like we gonna be fucked up out here. Like, we going to jail, we putting each other in the ground, and the system keep winning. Like And to a lot of people, it doesn't make sense because we just stuck trying to hustle, trying to grind, trying to eat, trying to pay our bills, trying to pay rent. But the reality of the matter is that, like, yo, we have a common enemy. We have a common enemy. Like, we got that big bully on the block. That it's not just on the block. It's like a countrywide bully, or a statewide bully, and like we just keep coming because our soldiers is fighting the wrong wars, man. And for a lot of years I was manipulated, by older dudes that I thought had my best interest, but they really didn't. Like, they just manipulated me. But I don't hold no grudges against them. I did my time. I came home. I try to like conversate and be cordial and do different things for our community because it's not about me, it's about like the larger people. And my mother wasn't the only mother who suffered. The person who I might have harmed, their mother suffered. And oftentimes we don't be thinking about the people that we hurting. Yeah, you might have hurt this person because of whatever he stole from you, or he did this or he did that, but like that person's wife, that person's mom, that person's daughter, like we don't think about these people. We don't think about the collateral damage. When you take a life, the people that this person was supporting with bills or helping eat, like we don't think about that. And and I know it's tough, man, but like we gotta be better. Like ain't nobody coming to save us, man. Like we gotta save ourselves. Like it's that's just real talk. So I'm gonna be posting videos, talking about certain things. I will also encourage you guys to help me out. Leave comments of certain things maybe I should talk about, but I'm gonna be better. And make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna be talking about some real shit, like real talk. Until next time.